The Austin-Healey 3000 is a British sports car built from 1959 to 1967, and is the best known of the big Healey models. The car's bodywork was made by Jensen Motors, and the vehicles were assembled by Austin-Healey at the Abingdon works. The 3-litre 3000 was a highly successful car, which won its class in many European rallies in its heyday and is still raced in classic car competitions by enthusiasts today. History: the Austin-Healey 3000 was introduced in 1959, replacing the Austin-Healey 100-6. Despite its new name, the changes were minor compared to those between the original 100 and the 100-6. The wheelbase and body were unchanged, as were the models, a 2+2 and a 2-seater. Mark I =. The original 3000 was built from March 1959 to March 1961 as models BN7 Mark I and BT7 Mark I. It only became known as the Mark I after the Mark II was released, having no designator prior. It featured a 2912cc i6 engine, with twin SU carburetors and Girling front disc brakes. Wire wheels, overdrive gearbox, laminated windscreen, heater, adjustable steering column, detachable hardtop, and two-tone paint were available as options. A total of 13,650 markers were made. A BT7 3000 with hardtop and overdrive tested by the Motor magazine in 1960 had a top speed of 115 miles per hour and could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 11.7 seconds. A fuel consumption of 21.6 miles per imperial gallon was recorded. The test car cost £1,326 including taxes. Mark II introduced in March 1961 as the BN7 Mark II and BT7 Mark II, the 3000 Mark II series came with 3 SUHS4 carburetors and an improved camshaft. However, the triple SUs proved difficult to balance and were replaced with 2 SUHS6 upon the introduction of the BJ7 model in January 1962. With its debut, the BN7 Mark II was discontinued in March 1962, and the BT7 Mark II in June 1962. Other changes included a vertical barred front grille, wind-up windows instead of side curtains, an improved hood, and a wraparound windscreen. Optional extras were similar to the Mark I, although the factory hardtop option was dropped with the BJ7's introduction. From August 1961 a brake servo was also available as an optional extra, which greatly improved braking performance. The BJ7 was discontinued in October 1963 with the introduction of the 3000 Mark III. A 3000 Mark II BT7 with hardtop and overdrive tested by the British magazine The Motor in 1961 had a top speed of 112.9 miles per hour and could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 10.9 seconds. A fuel consumption of 23.5 miles per imperial gallon was recorded. The test car cost £1,362 including taxes. A total of 11,564 were made, 355 BN7 Mark II, 5,096 BT7 Mark II, and 6,113 BJ7. Mark III =. The 3000 Mark III was launched in October 1963, and remained in production until the end of 1967, when manufacture of Austin-Healey ceased. Only one further car was built in March 1968. Designated the BJ8, the 2+2 Mark III was the most powerful and luxurious of the big Healeys, with a standard walnut veneer dash, wind-up windows, and a 150 horsepower engine. Added power came from a new camshaft and valve springs, twin SU 2-inch HD8 carburetors, and a new exhaust system design. Servo-assisted brakes were also standard. Options remained otherwise the same, except that the standard interior trim was downgraded to amber vinyl, with leather as an extra. In May 1964 the Phase 2 version of the Mark III was released, which gained ground clearance through a modified rear chassis. In March 1965 the car received separate indicators. A total of 17,712 Mark IIIs were made. Home market car first registered November 1967. In racing, Austin-Healey 3000s have a long competition history, and raced at most major racing circuits around the world, including Sebring, Le Mans, and Mount Panorama Circuit, Bathurst. The BMC competitions department rallied the 3000 from its introduction, but the development of the works cars effectively ended in 1965, mainly because of the success of the Mini Cooper S. References. Further reading. External links. Austin Memories: A Euro History of Austin and Longbridge, volunteer register with records and photos of the 3000, Austin-Healey 3000 at the Internet Movie Cars Database, Austin-Healey 3000 Mark-I Euro specifications and technical data in automobile-catalog.com.